How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Wi-Fi battle. Today we're using this new team with MEOWSCARADA in it. Feel free to use the team using the code on the top right. Today we're battling someone from the Discord server, Angie Diak. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that right. I'm sorry if I don't. Let me know who you think is going to win based on the teams you see on screen right now, and please like and subscribe for double daily uploads. With that being said, let's jump into the game. And the battle begins, so my opponent's going to lead off with the Electrode, which is always nice to see Electrode in this game. And we're going to lead off with Glimmora, Toxicity over there. Now, I really want to go for the Stealth Rocks. I feel like they're going to go for a Taunt, and that makes me want to go for an Earth Power, just on the off chance they do. So I think I'm going to go for an Earth Power. Now, we'll try Stealth Rocks first. We'll see what they're going to do. They are going to go for a Taunt. Okay, cool. So I should have just gone for the Earth Power, but at the same time, I don't really lose anything. I've not took any damage, nothing like that. It's just an extra turn, really, so it's no big deal. So we'll go for an Earth Power now, and trying to get something on the switch in, because they have no ground immunities. Oh, wait, no, Cryogonal gets... Oh, wow! We actually outsped it somehow, as it goes for a Mirror Coat! No! Oh, wow! Okay, so the Mirror Coat came through for him then. What we're going to do now is we're going to switch out into our Donphan. And the reason I'm going to Donphan is because obviously it doesn't care about Mirror Coat, doesn't care about Taunt, doesn't care about Electric type moves. It's the perfect switch in. So we'll go into Donphan real quick. Michelin over here. As they go for a Discharge, which is of course not going to affect us. Oh, that Mirror Coat really caught me off guard then. So now we can just go for an Ice Shard and take it out if we really want to. However, I'm thinking we go for a knockoff just because they're probably going to switch out now. They are going to go for an Electric Terrain, which is interesting. So they've obviously done that so they can power up the field for their... Iron Knight, I can't remember what it's called, Iron Valiant. So we take out the Electrode with the knockoff, which is just great. We're currently 6-5, so we're not in a bad position at all. Now they can just go into their Iron Valiant though, and they can easily go in. Just had a Terrain Extender as well, which means this Electric Terrain is going to be here for a little while now. In comes the Iron Valiant, so this thing is scary. It's a very big threat. It's going to get boosted from the Quark Drive. Let's see what stat he gets. He gets Speed. Okay, that's fine. Speed we can handle. Attack would have been a bit more, you know, attack would have definitely been a bit more as much as I want to go into Mothra, I'm actually inclined to sack off my Toxicity. Just purely for the fact that... Oh, wait, do I want to do that? Is it better off to just knock this thing off? I think we can take a hit, so I'm going to go for a knockoff. They go for a Moonblast, actually a special variant, which is going to do a lot. Not quite enough, though, because we are Assault Vest, as we're able to go for a knockoff now, and that's going to do absolutely nothing to it, but we do knock off their Life Orb. So that means this next Moonblast is not going to do nearly as much damage. However, I don't want to take a Moonblast, so I'm not going to go ahead and stay in. I'm going to go into my Mothra. Now that we know that they're going to go for a special attack, we are better off going into Mothra real quick. So we're going to Mothra. We're going to get our own Quark Drive boost, which is going to boost our special attack, I believe, which is always really nice. Only boosted by 1.3 though, unlike Speed, which gets boosted by 1.5. So that's going to do... We're just going to sponge that all like it's nothing. We are a Fire and Poison type, so we are in a very good advantage here. They can't really switch much in. So I'm going to go straight for a boosted Sludge Wave, which is going to do a lot of damage to anything on their team, really. They're going to go for an Icy Wind, which is interesting. So that's not going to do much damage to us, but it is going to lower our speed, which is going to help because they don't really have a good switch into Iron Moth right now. So it'll be helpful for them if they can get us on a lower speed. So, for example, Veluza can now come in and finish us off if it wants to. And that makes sense to go for that. I personally would have just switched into my... I would have expected the Poison type move, gone into Earthworm, and then expected the Fire move and gone into Roaring Moon and gone from there. But I think... I don't know which one's faster, Iron Moth or Roaring Moon. I'm pretty sure Roaring Moon's faster. So they're going to go into the Veluza now, and now they can easily finish us off. Again, I don't think it was the best play to let your Iron Valiant go down. It's such a powerful Pokemon to let go down. What we're going to do now is we're going to sack off Toxicity. We're going to get some Poison Spikes up, which would be great. So there we go. Going to withdraw our Iron Moth real quick, and we're going to go into our Toxicity, the Glimmora. Glimmora has a really unique ability in Toxic Debris, which is basically where it gets hit by a physical attack, it'll basically let out a bunch of Toxic Spikes, which is always nice. So having Toxic Spikes on their side of the field is going to be really great for us. It's going to, you know, break some Focus Sashes, etc., etc. So Iron Valiant going down is big though for us. That's really big. So this thing's in. It can't really touch Gyarados. I don't think it's Choice Scarf. We could, we're going to MEOWSCARADA. We're going to MEOWSCARADA. Fernier over here. and we can just go for a flower trick if we want to. It's no problem whatsoever. So we'll just go ahead and go for a flower trick. We do outspeed, of course, because we are fast AF. And we're able to go for a flower trick real quick and just take out Veluza like no problem whatsoever. That's beautifully done, beautifully done. So down goes Veluza. Veluza the loser, haha. As now that you have free reign to bring in whatever they want, really, they can bring in the Cryogonal, I'm pretty sure can take a flower trick. Roaring Moon can definitely take a flower trick. Orthworm is an interesting one. Oh, shiny! Oh, that looks really cool. I really like that shiny. So this thing is more than likely going to be going for a Shed Tail right now. So I'm going to go for a knockoff just to get a lot of damage off on it first. We'll knock off its item as well in the process. Didn't do too much damage, to be fair. It's got really good defense, though. I realise that now. As it goes for the Shed Tail, which is absolutely fine. Now it gets a free switch into whatever they want because we outsped. So that's a real shame that we managed to do that. This lets up for Roaring Moon to go for a Dragon Dance, which is going to be terrifying to deal with. So there's the Roaring Moon. Nice and powerful, nice and fast. Gets this substitute up, which is a real shame. But it does get poisoned, which is always nice. Because it's obviously not levitating and it's not a flying type anymore. It's going to get booster energy, which is a real pain in the bum. But what can you do? But the poison is going to set in, which is always nice. So that's great. So we're going to go for a U-turn real quick. Just get out of here, really. We're just going to break the sub, go for a U-turn. I'm pretty sure MEOWSCARADA outspeeds Roaring Moon. I'm like 90% sure it does, yeah, see. MEOWSCARADA is a very fast Pokemon. Very fast and powerful. It's easily the best out of the 3 starters, I would say. Thanks to its ability in Protean, the signature move Flower Trick always being a critical hit and being base 70, I believe it is, base 70. It's basically like Wicked Blow. It's just a grass type Wicked Blow. So this thing is in now. We are scared. It's going to go for a Dragon Dance. We know that. I'm just thinking what we can do here. So I want to go for Spiritomb. I want to go for Donphan. I want to go for Gyarados as well because of the Intimidate. I think we'll go Spiritomb first and we'll try and get a burn on this thing. I think that's the best thing to do, try and get a burn on this thing. So we're going to Spiritomb. Spiritomb is physically defensive. We can definitely take a hit from this Roaring Moon right now. No problems whatsoever. It's just a matter of whether we can hit the Will-O-Wisp. If we can hit the No, we can't Will-O-Wisp it because it's poisoned. The damn Toxic Spike's coming back to bite me in the bum. Electricity is going to disappear from the field, which is always nice. I think the best thing to do here is go for a Memento. I think that is the best thing to do. Real pain. It's only +1 in its... Oh, it's fire as well. This is perfect. This is actually perfect. We can deal with this. We can handle this, no problem. So it's going to go for a Fire Fang or something like that. It goes for a Terra Blast. It's a +1 attack. We are physically defensive. We can definitely take a Terra Blast. We can definitely take a Terra Blast. There we go. We take a Terra Blast. We go for a Memento. There we go. Memento being used for a change. You know, that's the first time I've ever actually used Memento in a video before, which is really funny. So Galusha, the Spiritomb, is going to go down. However, we have the boy in the back. We've got the Gyarados, of course. So we are not afraid right now. He's a girl, but whatever. We're going to Disaster the Gyarados. Nice and red, shiny Gyarados. Gotta love it. The classic shiny, isn't it? It's just like when you think of shiny Pokemon, Gyarados. So we're going to go for a Waterfall. I'm pretty sure Stab Waterfall does more than Earthquake. Super effective. So I'm going to go ahead and go straight for the Waterfall. And hopefully, after the Intimidate, we can definitely take a hit from this Roaring Moon. So it goes for the Dragon Claw. We're going to eat that up like it's nothing. We can go for a Waterfall now. Take out the Roaring Moon. And that is done with now. Absolutely done with. So now they can obviously go into the Cryogonal. Cryogonal can outspeed us and go for a Freeze Dry, which is absolutely fine. Gyarados has done his part. Gyarados has done his part. So in comes the Cryogonal. Now, Cryogonal's a pretty fast Pokemon, so I am worried a little bit, but I'm going to go for a Waterfall anyway, just to see if we can do some damage. We do actually outspeed somehow, and we're able to get some damage off, so they're clearly more of a bulky variant, because they took that like it was nothing. Freeze Dry is going to take out Gyarados, though, and that's going to be a game. Not really. We've still got a few Pokemon left. We're still kicking, so I'm going to go to MEOWSCARADA again. MEOWSCARADA can just easily finish off its Cryogonal like it's nothing. We can just go straight for a Flower Trick and just take this thing out. There we go. Flower Trick comes through. Protein's going to change us to a pure grass type. We're going to go for the Flower Trick. Click my fingers. Drop a bomb on its head. And that's going to be the Cryogonal done for. So I saw a pretty interesting Wi-Fi battle. It was between Valkyrie and someone else. And the guy was like really surprised that he was getting crits on his Flower Trick so often. He was like, oh, I got a crit again. That's so lucky. I'm like, no, it's not. It's not. It's literally not. Let's go for a Flower Trick again and just prove how powerful MEOWSCARADA is. It really is. This thing's going to take some damage, that's for sure. It doesn't kind of get the KO, but we are able to do a lot of damage and nearly finish it off, so that's pretty awesome. As they're going to go for an Iron Head, which is, of course, not going to KO us. It isn't KO. It's got some crit. See, that's a lucky crit. That's a lucky crit. So MEOWSCARADA goes down, unfortunately, which is a shame. But we do have the Iron Moth in the back, and we're able to come in and just finish this thing off with a Fiery Dance. And that should be the game, I believe. I believe we've took out all their Pokemon right now. So we've got a booster energy as well, which is always nice. Bit overkill if you ask me, but whatever. As now I'm just going to go for a Fiery Dance and take this thing out. I didn't even terrestrialize that game. I completely forgot all about it. See, that's the thing about terrestrialization. I always forget it exists. It's like, and I've got these weird types on my Pokemon for terrestrialization, where it's like it's really situational that I need to terrestrialize, and in a lot of games it just don't happen. So yeah, GG Angidiak. I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong. I'm really sorry. That was a really fun game. Thank you very much. That was a pretty close battle as well. Came around to the last two. Thank you for watching today's video. If you did enjoy, of course, leave a like, hit subscribe, all that wonderful stuff. We're going to do double the daily uploads from now on, hopefully. You'll have to forgive me if I miss one every now and then, because I'm only human at the end of the day. Thank you for watching today's video. Leave a like, subscribe, all that wonderful stuff. And with that being said, I'll see you all in a bit.